Logan, you and Blake will be joining Maggie and I throughout the course of the year. Good to hear from you. How have you been? And thanks for the time this afternoon.
Yeah, no problem, man. Doing great, and thanks for having me back. And hopefully, season 2 on the show, we can do bigger and better things.
Yeah, for sure. Defensively, Logan, was there anything that the Broncos and Shermer showed your defense on Sunday that you weren't expecting?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say nothing we weren't expecting. I just think they did a better job of finishing some drives and finishing, some third downs and some fourth. They went for it on fourth down a couple of times. Those are huge, key plays in a game, and third down as well. And Teddy Bridgewater breaking a couple tackles and making a throw on the sideline, or I hit him on a blitz and he hits a perfect throw. I mean, got to give his credit where it's due. That quarterback played well, but we didn't execute on third down and get off the field enough. And that's on me. That's on the players. And we got to do a better job in those moments. And I'm confident we will. I'm confident we'll do better. Week 1 isn't the end all be all. It's just it's a little thing you got to work on constantly, and we got to do it better this Thursday.
Logan, I was curious. I was going to ask you about teams just being more aggressive on fourth down, probably from like when you first came into the league than to now. Teams just treat it, I think, a lot differently, or at least that's from the outsider perspective they do. Were you guys surprised when Denver went for it on the 4th and 2 right before halftime?
No, I mean, once they went for it on 4th and 7, that's when I was generally surprised. I think it was like a 4th and 7 on like the 40 or something. And that's one of those, hey, I wonder if they're going to try to hard count and punt or take a timeout or whatever. And they went for it on 4th and 7. So I think once they got that, it was kind of open game to go for it when anytime they're in the plus 50. And, we were prepared for that. That's analytics. That's Madden. Whatever people do more nowadays, to go for it on 4th down. Hey, when I play Madden, I go for it on 4th down all the time. So, they want to score points. And early season football, I mean, that's been the trend. I've been watching some games, and I've seen, teams more aggressive with it. And that might be the way football goes. We don't know. We'll see this year, but we got to be prepared to play 4th down as well.
Yeah, you're talking about that 4th and 7, and they end up going to Patrick for the 15-yard gain. They finish out that drive with a field goal, the first points of the game, and it was you and it was Adoree Jackson really there on Patrick. Getting to know that new teammate in Adoree. Well, I guess you guys would have been in Tennessee together, right? Being back together, what has that been like for you?
Yeah, I probably know Adoree better than anybody,
right.
Honestly. It's been great, man. It's been great. He's really easy to play with. He's really smart. He was covered up for some plays out there when things were going awry. He's able to cover some things up, and it's just playing together in this system and getting it together. And look, it's like the first time you tried it out there. It's not all perfect. It wasn't all wrong either. You just gotta, you tell somebody, hey, Adoree, do this, and he's able to learn quickly. And in this league, it's not about obviously you don't want to make mistakes, but it's not about making the same mistakes. If a team sees the film and tries to run that same play, can we cover it again the next time? Can we cover that, cover that cut up so it's not an open wound all year? And I think that we have some smart enough DBs, smart enough players to say, hey, let's clean that up. Let's fix that so it doesn't become a problem. So that's what we have confidence in. We got to keep working at it. And that's what we're trying to do from week 1 to week 2.
Logan, to the fans back in attendance out at MetLife, right? The expectations on your team this year, right? With the offseason that, the Giants did have. For the Giant fan that is disappointed the way that it looked on Sunday, and I know it's only one game, Logan, but for the Giant fan that was fired up, this team's got a shot, make it be a playoff contender, the way that it looked on Sunday, what do you tell that Giant fan right now?
Well, first of all, I appreciate him showing up. It was out of control. I love the environment. I mean, I need that environment. I thrive in that. Patience, man. I don't know the Giants' record on their Super Bowl years. I doubt they started off 4-0. I doubt they went 16-0. I personally was part of a couple Super Bowl teams. We started 2-2. I was on a Titans AFC Championship team that went 2-4 out of our first 6. The fan base wanted to trade every player on the team, and in an AFC Championship. You gotta let it. You gotta play the game, man. You gotta play the games. I'm happy we came out it healthy. I obviously want to play better. I want to win for the fans, and that's what it is. But it's week to week, and we got to improve. And I believe that we can. So you don't want the leaders in the locker room. You don't want the leaders on the team panicking. And it's just one game, and it only counts as one loss. And we got to build from there.
You want to build off of that. Logan Ryan is our guest. So, Russell Wilson was on Monday Night Football last night. I'm not sure if you caught the broadcast. Obviously, you guys are on a short week, but he was talking to Peyton and Eli, and he said they have this thing called Tell the Truth Monday. That's what the Seahawks do. Their gimmick, right? Tell the Truth Monday. But, if you guys had to Tell the Truth Monday and you're trying to, on a short week, again, now you're going to face a divisional opponent in Washington football team. Like, what are the truths that you are telling each other in that secondary room or just on that defense about what went wrong in week one and what has to get cleaned up for week two?
I mean, you watch the film. We have plays called. Did we execute the play or not? That's it. Like, it's not big things that have to go wrong for, if you get off the field on half those fourth downs, you get off the field a couple more third downs, that might be a 16-13 game,
right,
not 27. So I guarantee if we won by 30, the film wouldn't have been all pretty either. Joe Judge would have told the truth both ways. We address the bad plays. You try to fix them. If you have the players to fix them, the players fix it. If you don't have the players to fix them, those players usually get released. And you draft a new player, you get a new player in. So we have to have the players to try to fix it, and that's what it is. But listen, when you play, when you're trying to win championships, you're trying to be a good team. Tell the truth Monday, win, lose, or draw. The negative plays are going to show up on film, and the coach is going to call you out. So guys got called out for sure, but that's just part of being in this business.
Logan, is it almost better with the game on Sunday, being able to put that in the rearview mirror as quickly as you can, being able to have the quick turnaround Thursday night against Washington?
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you lose, you want to play again quickly and get out the way. I mean, for my body, it's not. But,
yeah.
But for my mind, yeah. So, yeah, man, we get to lace it up. National TV, the division champs, Washington football team, NFC East. It's what we live for. This game's much more important than the last game, and that's how they all get as you get going. But we got 16 games left, so we're going to take this one, and we're going to obviously race and prepare in a couple of days here, fly down there tomorrow, and play a game on Thursday.
Logan, when you look at the challenges that Washington presents, no Fitzpatrick, now Heineke at quarterback, right? Gibson run the football, McLaurin, a very, very good, talented young wide receiver. What do Washington present challenge-wise offensively against your defense?
You just said it. Good job. That was a scout report.
No, but you know what I
said
mean.
Moose is going to be the 30th coach on your staff.
But yeah, exactly right. But you know the deal, Logan. I mean, now you get Heineke. It's not going to be Fitzpatrick, but they're also desperate. They're coming off a tough home loss, right? They're playing back-to-back home games, but it is a division rival for you. What are you expecting from this Washington offense Thursday night?
Yeah, I don't want anyone to sleep on Heineke. He's a good player. I watched him in the playoffs last year. Obviously, I was watching that game pissed off. And, he came in and it looked like the moment wasn't too big for him. It looked like he was confident. He looked like he was confident what he was doing. They're going against the Bucs, who obviously had a really good defense in the playoffs last year, playing good football. And they might have played the Bucs as well as anybody else in the playoffs, if you look at it. So he's definitely mobile. He can extend plays similar to Bridgewater. And he's a little bit of a gunslinger. He'll give his guys chances. He's not in there just to check it down. Similar to Fitzpatrick, he gives everyone a chance at the ball, the offense and the defense. And then obviously they have some good running backs, two good runners, McKissick and Gibson. And then McLaurin's a really good receiver, number one true stud receiver in this league. And they got Logan Thomas, who they just paid at tight end, who's a pretty good tight end as well. So they have threats at all the positions. And those guys led the league last year in yards after catch. So they're good runners with the ball, and they get them a lot of screens, and they get them the ball. They get their playmakers the ball in their hands and let those guys make the plays. And they're pretty good at that. We got to be good tacklers. We got to communicate a little better on defense, and we just got to go out there and do our job.
Just another minute here with Logan Ryan. Appreciate you joining us, and love the forced fumble. I believe that was the 13th of your career on Sunday. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't do much with it after you caused that fumble, but obviously prevented a score. Logan, your coach is so buttoned up, right? At least that's the image that he's projecting for sure. Smart guy, always has the game plan, no stone unturned, smart football coach. Were you surprised that he threw the challenge flag on a scoring play? Burned a timeout there. He said he knows the rule. Were the players surprised that he let the emotions get the best of him there?
No, I was telling him to throw it too. I thought the guy stepped out of bounds. I don't know why it's not reviewed, or maybe it was, but no, I understand. I mean, he's just trying to show fight and belief in the team, and obviously looking back at it, oh man, we lost, but I think that play should have took a little more time to be looked at. It was a little bit of a rush. They lined up to kick the field goal really quick. Denver did, for whatever reason. They lined up right away to kick it as soon as they could. So he's just trying to get the ref's attention, like, hey, can we look at this play at least? So, no, he's very buttoned up, man. He spends a lot of time in his office going through the rules and all that. So, no, nobody's surprised or upset about that. We understand the ramifications, but also scoring play is really important, and you just want to make sure they're reviewing all scoring plays.